Cultivating Great Minds. Cultivating Great Minds, Abigail Victor.
Little minds are tamed and subdued by misfortune, but great minds rise above them. Washington Island. Moderator, esteemed judges, special guests, fellow opponents, ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant good afternoon. Cultivating great minds. The Webster Dictionary defines cultivating as the preparation and use of land for crops or gardening. Like an excellent farmer, are we taking the time to cultivate our minds for greatness? Have we seriously considered the healthy potential that exists among us individually and as a nation? According to the late Dr. Miles Monroe, the greatest tragedy in life is not death, but life without a purpose. I say, what a waste when someone overlooks the possibilities by neglecting to pursue his or her own mind, pursue the increasing development of his or her own mind. Because purpose begins with the mind, to do something that is valuable. Our minds were created by God with the capacity unlike any other creature. We were created just a little bit lower than the angels, said King David in the Psalms. We are made to have spiritual intellect, to build with creativity, to solve problems with astounding logic, to advance stagnant economies, to solve mathematical equations, to launch astronauts into space, to utter transformational messages that break cycles of social injustice, and to discover medical remedies. So let's look at seeds that promote advanced thinking. 1, formal education. 2, reading informative books. 3, association. And 4, pursuing extraordinary goals. The first is formal education, which should begin early in a child's life. Excellent preschool education helps to set a rich foundation for a healthy lifetime of learning in elementary and secondary school. Many in search of fulfilling their life's work seek continuing education for the bachelor's degrees, master's, and beyond. The second seed is found in reading useful books. Dr. Seuss said, the more you read, the more you will know. The more that you learn, the more places you will go. Reading can take you places you have never been before. One who wants to be brilliant must be selective in what he or she reads. Books read should compel the reader to become the best person he was created to become. The third and essential element is choice of association. You must constantly ask yourself these questions. Who am I around? What are they doing to me? Where have they got me going? What have they got me reading? What have they got me saying? What do they have me thinking? And most importantly, who have they got me, what have they got me becoming? Then ask yourself this big question. Is that okay? Jim Rohn. Even more straightforward is the quote from Psalms 13 and 20. He who walks with wise men will be wise, but the companion of fool will suffer harm. The fourth is pursuing extraordinary goals. As young leaders, we must consider the current challenges of our nation. High unemployment rate among ages 15 to 24, the national D average, the increasing national debt, escalating crime and violence, and long-standing recession. We need solutions that will bring back peace in our streets, prosperity for our people, and incentives to encourage ingenuity of our young people. Let us put our minds to do outstanding things to make our country wonderful. Recently in the news, a foreign executive said that Bahamians in his organization are some of the dumbest and simplest people in the world. I detest this statement, and I hope you do too. We must engage fully and mentors that inspire us and seek to build a better Bahamas. Let us also be reminded by the quote by the late Dr. Miles Monroe. The greatest tragedy in life is not death, but life without a purpose. So I ask ourselves this question once again. Are we taking the time to cultivate our minds for greatness? Have we seriously considered the healthy potential that exists among us individually and as a nation? Yes, we have had our misfortunes. We have had negative words spoken about us. But tamed and subdued minds, we are not. We will rise above them. We will be the head and not the tail, above and not beneath. So lift up our heads and march on to a higher, loftier goal. Maria.
1 minute of silence to the judges, please.